she believes that you made all this up about your great-grandfather, that he raped you, that you had him, you know, basically because you made up these false accusations. You know, he was killed. She accuses you of sleeping with her dead husband, her baby's father. What is going on?
She failed to come to reality that she has something that's up under her sleeve. This is bothering her because you never believed me for what I said because it was happening to you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be her. After today, I don't even want to speak to her again, Steve. I want her to get these results today. And I want her to know I never had to sleep with nobody that she ever had to sleep with. But guess what, though? I bust that baby daddy down.
So you did sleep with one of her men?
I didn't sleep with her husband.
No, but the other guy.
Damn right, we slept with each other because he wanted to sleep with me.
No. And nothing in you said, I shouldn't be doing this?
Nothing in him said he shouldn't have been doing it. He came on to me.
Yeah.
Because she talk about me so much, y'all. We ain't even talking about the granddaddy, the same granddaddy. She's saying that I have allegations of raping me with her, too.
Okay. She blames her grandfather, your great-grandfather.
The same grandfather that was giving her money to do what he was doing to me.
Oh, what, he was paying her?
He paid her to have sex. And all this long time we've been growing up, she always say, oh, he used to follow me to school. He used to do this. He used to do that. Well, when it all boils down, he was paying you to have sex. He never paid me to have sex, baby. He touched me without my permission. I didn't give him permission to say, yeah, you can have sex with me. We didn't do that, but I gave your baby daddy permission, though.
You were 11 years old when this happened?
Yes, I was.
And what did he do to you?
He touched me. He sexually had sex with me. He molested me, like.
Yeah. Do you remember what happened afterwards?
I remember once everything hit the fan, she wasn't gonna really do nothing about it, but her friends talked her into calling the police. Once the police got there, we went to explaining everything that's going on to the police while we was inside of her room with the door closed. The police looked at her and said, where's your brother? Over the intercom while the police was standing there, they said they needed the police to the same address that they was just about to get ready to go and pick. They needed a police, a homicide unit, and everything else. By the time that man walked out of our house, her brother was right back at our house.
But your uncle went and killed the great-grandfather?
Yeah.
How long did he go to prison for?
I think for 10 years.
Why does she believe that you slept with her husband?
I don't know, because every time I saw her husband, he had another girlfriend. Every time I saw her, I saw him with her.
Is that story where she told where the day he was killed, you came and said, he gave me $250, you were going to get divorced?
The day that man was killed, I was in the bed with my boyfriend. It came on the news, and they messed around. They was asking, like, on the news trying to say that somebody needed to identify him and messed around and said his name.
Okay. What do you hope happens today?
After today, I hope she get her truth and leave me and my son the hell alone. Okay.
All right. Well, let's meet your mother, Alisha.
You what, low-life ass bitch?
No,
stand
bitch.
out here and talk about
what I'm gonna say is, take. You could have asked me that I bust your baby daddy down, ho.
I've been asking you.
You did it.
You said
did
no,
it.
ho.
Somebody told you. Why you gotta ask me when somebody told you?
Steve,
come on with these,
bitch.
Come on with
Come
them.
on with these.
This is your daughter.
This just happened last week because I was sitting in my house. They supposed to took this bitch out of town to sell.
Okay, we got to clean our language up. I'm just going to ask you to go off stage for a second. I'm going to talk to Mom.
I will.
I'll bring you back out. You want to have a seat?
By the way, hey, Steve, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. I have a daughter.
And imagine her doing that.
I can't imagine we'd be on a talk show someday and we would talk to each other that way.
You know.
I'll say this. It would hurt me incredibly, right? Does it hurt you?
Yeah.
It does hurt.
But it's been so many years, it don't even give me pain no more.
Okay. Your daughter, at the age of 11, says that your grandfather, her great-grandfather, molested her. Mm-hmm. You know, had sex with her.
Yes.
Do you believe her?
I bleed her. Yes, that's my
Yeah.
child. I bleed her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your grandfather do that to you?
He ain't never raped me.
Okay.
Steve, I told her as a child, if he ever approaches you on giving you any kind of money or anything, you tell me, because that's how he got to me. Nobody in my family been touched.
Whoa. So he did offer you money?
Yeah, he used to offer
For
me money.
sex?
Yes, when I was a child.
But what did you do?
I took it.
Did you have sex with him?
No. He only touched
But
like,
if he did what?
like touch, like, you know, he was
Fondled
like,
you.
Yes, because
Okay,
he
but
watched.
if you knew that, why would you allow him around your daughter?
Because, okay, this is where it comes in that to watch him, because one of my family members, he had moved in with a family member. So when I noticed he done moved in, that's when I give her heads up. Hey, don't play with granddad. Granddad is not something to play with. Granddad will do something with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gave her that in her, you know,
Yeah.
don't let granddad play with you.
Why
like that.
didn't you just say, I'm going to keep my daughter away from him?
I ain't had nowhere else to take him.
Okay.
I ain't had nowhere else to go.
So when your daughter says, hey, granddad's touching me, did you want to call the police?
I called the police right then.
She's saying you didn't want to call the police,
I called the police right
and that
then.
your brother took the matter in his own hands.
Listen, when that girl walked in that house, I noticed she didn't have on the same clothes. I said, where's your clothes at? She had done took the clothes and throw the clothes in the trash. I said, oh, you can go out there and get my clothes, because it was a brand new outfit. That's how I noticed, because, you know, my other child,
Yeah.
she still had on her clothes. Where your clothes at? So I make her go to the trash can, go get the clothes. So when she come back in with the clothes had blood, like up in the, you know, at the bottom of the shirt and up the top. So I said, what happened? So she funneling around. I said, I'm finna whoop you. You better tell me what you done did that your clothes bloody. She ain't crying no nothing. She just said, granddaddy raped me.
Well, but a kid could be in shock, right?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
If a kid is
because-
sexually traumatized?
Listen, it wasn't like no problem. She came home to just carry on with her day.
But most kids don't know what happened to them. Like, they know what happened to them, but they don't know how to process it.
Yeah, so when she told me that, I immediately called the police. I called the police. When the police got there, I called my auntie. I said, Auntie, I'm about to send the police to your house because granddaddy done touched her.
But your brother got in the way and he killed your...
No, somebody outside, when my brother walked up, because my brother wasn't even there.
Yeah.
When my brother walked up, he wanted to know why was the police in my house. Okay, somebody told him, but I had already told him, like, let me find this out. Like, let me see. Like, don't nobody.
So what'd your brother do then?
My brother got a ride and went over there and stabbed him. Stabbed him 22 times.
How did you feel about that?
I felt bad because he's not the type of person that would take nothing from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know,
But he
this
went
is
to
the
prison
first.
for 10 years.
Yeah, he went to prison for 10 years, but he still talked to her. He still hold conversation with her and stuff like that. Like, I didn't know how to process it. You know what I'm saying? So I got.
Did your brother know what the grandfather did to you?
No, Steve, this is the first time that it done came out.
Yeah. You don't want a relationship with your daughter?
No.
If you never saw her again, it wouldn't bother you. Why are you here today?
I'm here today to get the truth. So
About
maybe,
whether she slept with your dead husband?
yeah, with my husband, my baby daddy.
She admits that she slept with your baby daddy.
Okay, so why couldn't you been tell me that? Why I had to come all the way here for you to tell me that? Why all these years you been saying, no, Mama, I wouldn't do you like that? Because I got other girls now. I want to know what
Do you
I
have a
went wrong with.
relationship with the other children?
Yes, I got 8 other girls. I got 9 kids now.
You got 9.
Grandkids, everything. They love me to death. You know what I'm saying? They come on the weekend. She just
Are
the
you
only
beefing
one.
with your daughter on social media?
Every day.
Why?
Cause she bothered me.
But why put it out there?
She puts it out there.
But why respond to it?
Why you gonna talk about me?
But now you're at the point now where you have a daughter that you don't even want to be with.
I don't even want to be around her. Ain't no need.
All
Because
right,
what
well,
we gonna do every time?
Let's fight.
Fight.
Let's bring Sumilliah back out. Listen, I'm not going to pretend like to try to save this relationship, okay?
We don't need to. I
Okay,
just
but
need your votes.
can you just listen to me
Yes,
for a
sir.
second? when I hear the story, it's really sad because your mother was taken advantage of by her grandfather.
She's a projector. She
Not-
lies.
okay,
like,
hold on. It's not a hard leap to make. He molested you. You don't think that he would have tried to molest her?
he was molesting her.
Well, she admitted. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she just admitted it to the
listen,
people.
Listen. So as a child who's being molested by her grandfather, she's also a victim, right?
I don't know what she is. She said she was taking money from him. Okay. It sounded like she was a hoe to me.
But she was a child. She was a child. Plus the fact when she had you, she was a child. And I saw this a lot when I was a policeman in Chicago. These young girls, young boys having kids, and I said, how can a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old raise a child when they don't know anything about being a parent?
No, I had a child because when you're hanging with your friends, instead of being a parent, the parent that she is today, she's always been. So instead of being a parent, when you hang out with regular friends, she hollers, you don't need to come to my house hungry. You need a pair of shoes, you need to ask your friends for it. So if we need to ask our friends and the little dudes we hanging around, what you think them dudes want for food and clothes and shoes and 6th grade, paying my phone bill and what you think going on? Because it came from your mouth.
6th grade, girl.
You didn't even make it to 6th grade. You uneducated.
Name went to parks, but you didn't make it, Dumbo.
Pull it up. Pull it up. Y'all should have gave this bitch a lie detector test.
Sumillah came here and took a lie detector test. We asked her, did you ever have any sexual, physical contact with your mother's late husband? You answered no. Did you ever have sexual intercourse with your mother's husband? You answered no. The result to those 2 questions came back the same, and it came back that Sumillah told the truth.
Okay, thank you.
I don't want
you, bitch. Why you getting $250?
bitch.
Well, why you say you gave him $250?
He didn't want you. I didn't give nobody no
You the one said
I see she been lying since she sat up here. Baby,
It's-
it's not lie about anything. Let's go.
It's on your page. It's on your page.
Give me the rest of them.
Is it true that you had sexual contact with your mother's baby father? You answered yes. Is it true that you had sexual intercourse with your mother's baby father? You answered yes. The result for those 2 questions came back the same, and it came back that you told the truth.
Yeah.
Sumillah, we asked you on the day in question, were you sexually abused by your mother's grandfather? You answered yes. Did you ever order anyone to kill your mother's grandfather? No. And those 2 questions came back the same, and it came back that Sumillah told the truth.
Oh, what can I hold? Because he's had 2 bitch. Look at your face,
apologize to you.
Slow down.
man. Apologize. Keep that apology.
I want to tell you I'm
Keep
sorry.
that apology, ho.
Look at
Make sure
yours.
y'all record that face.
Look at yours.
Look at it.
Look at it. Look at my face.
Ha, bitch.
Me, ball baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Let's go, ho.
Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks, guys.
You thought you had it in. This is a storyline, ho. Let's go. Yeah. Now get with Tyler Perry.
You know, you laugh. We laugh at the craziness, and as I mentioned during the story earlier, it is sad because when I was a policeman, I ran across young 14, 15, sometimes 12-year-old girls that were pregnant in Chicago, and I said, "What people have? What chance does the child have to have a normal life? Never going to have a mom and dad in the family. Never going to, a 12, 13, 14-year-old, 15-year-old cannot raise a child." So at some point, I hope somebody in his family can get through and say, we have to break the cycle because now she's a very young mother. She's got children. So it's just this vicious cycle of kids having kids, and eventually somebody in that family has to break that cycle. And I wish them the best.